Okay, it looks like it's up and running. Whoops. Something ain't up and running. I'll take care of that problem. Now it is. Alright, we're going to go down here to Galapagos Islands. Why? Just because we can. It's the important thing, because you can. Do. Way to float plane. Uh-oh. They got wonderful visibility here today, but we do have it. Little storm's always good for us. I'm sure we will not have pushback, so this will always be fun. Change view. Change view. No, we do not have a pushback anywhere that I can see. Alright. Let me see what we want to do here. What do we want to do? I wonder what happened if I put this back up here. Is this going to kill my frame rate? 34. 44. Yeah, I put it up top, it kills my frame rates. That's all there is to it. If I put it on the other monitor, I don't know what the deal is. Alright, start up. Start up.
There you go.
Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra, S3 Golf Sierra, requesting pushback. Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, no pushback tug is available to answer your request.
I didn't think so.
Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, request taxi for takeoff departing straight out. Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, taxi to and hold short of runway 14 using taxiway. Contact tower on 122.2 when ready. Taxi hold short runway 14 using taxiway Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Come on, baby, turn. Okay, look at this. I think we know what we're doing, but we don't. But we don't.
This is bullshit. The one time I come here, you're not playing Star Citizen.
I only played it for a few days to get it set up in VR. I really, there just isn't nothing new to do in it. You know, I've done every mission and stuff. It just keep repeating stuff. They don't really add anything gameplay wise. I didn't expect Galapagos to look like this.
Yeah, kinda how I am feeling. That is why I am sitting this version out.
Yeah, I mean, they...
Tower Cessna
yeah, I just, you know, they just...
ready at runway 14 straight out.
I mean, another big city that gets shitty frame rates, you know? I'm just not impressed with their development.
Straight out. Departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 14. Cleared for takeoff
And
14 Cessna X-ray Golf
exploring is not even fun because every place is a rock. I mean, all the moons and stuff, they all look the same. There's nothing different. You know, there's no pretties to go explore. All right, looks like we got bad weather here. So yeah, once you fly around a little bit, it's over and done with. They just didn't add nothing that appeals to me. All right, quit drifting. Come on, quit drifting. Whoa. Get your gear up. Flaps up. I did not expect the Galapagos Islands to look this way. I don't know what I was expecting. Because it is tropical. Maybe it's just where I'm at. I think it's tropical, isn't it? Galapagos Island? Yeah, it's down there by west of Panama and South America. So yeah, it is tropical. They delayed the update on this to September 7th. We were supposed to get one this week. They delayed it to the 7th. Switzerland, that area up there, some new cities, new airports. Supposed to fix all this pop-in stuff that we have since they went to Xbox. You'll notice pop-ins that never had before. Supposed to have new settings for the PCs that we won't get hammered by that stuff. Well, this thing sure trimmed easy today, didn't it? Yeah, I thought this was tropical. Maybe not, maybe not. This is a smaller island, so we'll circle around it a little bit. I am live, so I'm surprised. I have to admit, I sure love being able to run everything on Ultra. Okay, now this is Cloud Tech. Now, Star Citizen has Fog Tech, but this is Cloud Tech. Now we're going to get some rain here, it looks like.
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf, Sierra frequency change. Wave will center Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna Skyhawk 5 miles southeast of Seymour 1,700 feet. Request, flight following. Cessna Alpha Sierra
Some nasty looking weather out there today. Well, I might as well be running Twitch on 1440p. I got it, I might as well use it. I'm sure it's raining. I don't see it on the windshield, but I can't imagine it's not raining. Whoops, wrong window here. Don't see no rain though, just fog. Getting on top of it ain't gonna do no good, I think. I won't be able to see nothing. Don't know how low the cloud cover is. Looks like it's thinning out though, so we could climb up here and see if we can get over the cloud cover, see what it looks like. See what the ceiling is. Pretty sure I can't change the weather. I'm in live, so I can't change the weather. Because I sure would. Well, clouds might not be too, ceiling might not be too far up there. I think we're starting to break out of it. Up we go. Yeah, I shouldn't have set it on live. I should have just set the weather. What I should have done. But we're getting up over top of it. I'm just not in no hurry. We're just about over the top, so it's a pretty low layer. And since I'm just sightseeing, right, there ain't much sights to see here, but I'm not following a GPS course. Climb, climb, climb. Just about over the top. Why are we losing, well, we're losing a lot of speed there for, we're not landing. You know, don't piss me off here. Why are you giving me that warning? Oh, hush up.
Ears up for water landing.
Say, hush up. Come on, get over the top. Up, I say, up, up. Oh, stop it already. Looks like we got a ceiling of about 5,000 feet. going to be socked in here. Looks like we're going to be socked in. No. I came out here to go sightseeing. I didn't want to look at clouds. Kind of hard to see pretties when you're covered in clouds. Wonder how far this cloud cover is going to go here. Are we just socked in? Oh, well. And I do not believe there's any way to jump off the live server once you're already in the game. I don't think I can turn off live. Don't think so. See, I don't have weather available because we're on the live server. So I don't have it available. But it sure looks like a mess today. So I guess the thing would be to do is to restart and get off the live server and set the weather. Because today it is not a pretty day down here. Not a pretty day. So let's do that. I came out here to go sightseeing. I don't want to see clouds. Let's go back main menu. Let's do this. Okay. We're just going to take off the runway. Flight conditions. We're going to go group only. And we'll go live weather, clear skies. How about that? Oh, we have a few clouds. They're pretty. Okay, I don't care about live traffic, so let's do this. Now we should be a sunny day now. We'll see the sunny day. Because really, I don't, you know, if I was just making a trip somewhere for shits and grins, I wouldn't care about the live weather, but there ain't no sense me sightseeing through the clouds. Now, come on, I turned it off. Okay, it did. It updated. Okay, it updated. Get a little flaps on this puppy, and we'll just go get it. Come on, Grandpa. To the firewall. Come on, rudders. Little gear up. Get the flaps up. Find out which direction we're going here. Acknowledged. We are acknowledged. Back off our throttle a little bit. Get it trimmed down. We got wind turbines over there. I reckon they're really there. I don't know. They say they're there. They must be there. Being a picky trim. Yeah, I would have thought all tropical, but it looks like it's got some desert area, I dare say. I don't know what you'd call it, but it doesn't look tropical. Does not look tropical. What do I know? Never been here. So I really don't know. Instant GIF is off. Why is instant GIF off? So because I'm streaming? Can't GIF when you're streaming? It's a possibility. I'm streaming in the Radeon software, so. And I didn't turn on my riff, so I can't go into VR.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, leaving my airspace frequency change approved. Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra frequency change. Eychimo Center Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra is type Cessna Skyhawk 5 miles southwest of Seymour 1,400 feet. Request flight following. Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, Eychimo Center. Squawk 4012.
Well, I see some palm trees. Kind of looks awful brown to me. I don't know. is the only airport I could find in the Galapagos. And I don't see didn't see a big city listed anywhere. I'm sure there's a port, it's probably on the big island, but I would have thought they'd have had an airport over there. I don't know. We're heading that way, but Seymour is the only airport I could find for whatever reason. Yeah, it just doesn't look the way I would imagine the Galapagos is to look. Which absolutely means nothing. And I probably must be pushing a headwind. Definitely still trying to climb. Huh. Yeah, just not what I thought it would look like. I don't know. Looks like somebody needs to water the bushes. And I reckon there's volcanoes on the main island, the big island, I guess. That might be a volcano peak there, I don't know. Probably is. Well, should have taken a jet. I'd been there already. There is one thing to say about taking very fast planes. It don't take you long to cover ground. Still wanting to climb a little bit. Now they'll probably want to dive. Dive, dive. We're on a search and rescue mission. We're searching and trying to rescue Star Citizen's frame rates. Yep, we're searching for them. Odds are pretty good we're not going to find them, but you know, we're going to look. Yeah, I would have thought the islands would have been lush tropical, like the French Polynesians and stuff. They're about the same. So latitude, longitude, hell, I forget which one's east and west, north and south. I guess latitudes east and west, longitudes north and south. I won't swear to that. I probably got them backwards. I haven't had to use those things for a long time. And it may just be the particular island we're on, I guess. But it really doesn't look like lush and tropical where we're at. And maybe it's not supposed to be. Like I say, I've never been to the Galapagos Islands. Doesn't seem to be any points of interest out here. So I just don't know. Somebody who has actually been there will have to enlighten me, or I guess I could look up a bunch of pictures. But I think they got some kind of endangered species down here, don't they? On one of the islands. They're known for some kind of critter. I think this is an area. Yes, I see you, Mr. Raymond. Don't be playing with the mouse. Don't be playing with the keyboard. Try not to turn the yoke. That's Raymond, the co-pilot. He does not have his license. Well, he got a license to disrupt. Yep, got a license to disrupt. Gotta love the reflections. Don't get that in Star Citizen. You don't get a lot of things in Star Citizen. Yeah, I believe all these big areas here on the main, this big island, are volcanoes. Whether they're all extinct or still active, I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure that's volcanic activity. Probably got a crater or two. They probably got fish down there, so if you want to hang out a line, go ahead. Don't you just love how these clouds, just like in real life, they dissipate, they build back up out of nothing? Like I say, the cloud tech in this game is very impressive. They just look real. No fake fog tech here. I guess that's just a natural looking of the Galapagos. Clouds reflected into water. Yeah. Yeah, so you can tell that's over there to the left is a volcanic cone there. You say, I don't know if the volcanoes down here are still active. I would imagine one or two of them is. I don't know. I would think. Now that I can run everything in the game on Ultra, you notice a lot of things you don't really notice when you're running on high-end settings or lesser settings. Like the shading in the ocean, it's really distinguishable. When you're flying over reefs and stuff, you can actually see the reefs now. A lot of things you don't notice. It still looks great, but you get more detail definitely. And this is a flight sim. It's not like a combat sim. You get 45 frames per second in this game on Ultra. You can fly just fine. Everything above that's just a bonus. In fact, it'll fly just fine at 35, 40 frames per second. It's not like you're worried about lag from other players and stuff. ATC. Let's see if they got any airports out here. I couldn't find them. No. See, Seymour is where we took off from. Now I don't know where Isabella is, but there's only 2 airports in the whole area. And I have no idea where this is. I didn't find it on the world map. Might have had to zoom in farther to get a get it to show up, but I couldn't even see the white dot, so. But I do believe it's restricted area around here, right? They only allow so many visitors, and everything's restricted, I think. Except for the Chinese, they try to steal their fish. I sure don't see any towns in the distance. But I know there's at least one fairly decent sized city here. Maybe not a big city, but people do live here. Honest. And they're all right there on that little bitty island. In case you're wondering. So I don't know. But we are coming up, we are approaching, this is the biggest island in the Galapagos. I don't know. And I have dual monitors, and I can move my VFR map up on the other monitor, which is kind of nice. But for whatever reason, it drops my frame rate by 10 frames per second. Now, I don't know why it would do that. But like now, I'm getting 51, 52. I'll pop it up here. I'm now on the other monitor, and I am getting now 42 frames per second. Now, why it does that, I don't know. So, naturally, I just keep it down. I mean, it doesn't really matter. 42, 43 frames per second is fine. But, I don't know why it does that. I wouldn't think it would be that big a deal rendering it. On the other monitor, they're both running at the same resolution. Now the refresh rate's different. This is, I got a FreeSync 100 megahertz for my main monitor, and the other one's only 60. But they're both running at 1440p, but one is not an ultra wide. One is 16.9, so maybe that's the difference. I don't know. But I have noticed it's a 10 frame per second, 10 FPS difference when I pop the ATC and the VFR map up on the top monitor. I don't know why. And we are running now this week, starting middle of last week, whenever it got here. Running an AMD reference card, a 6700 XT. It's not a third party, it's definitely made by AMD. And I'm really happy with it. I mean, I wanted a 6800, but they're never available for me in my area. And it's a pain in the ass trying to get an AMD card anyway. And I finally had another 6700 XT show up, so I just went ahead and bought it. And I'm not sorry I did. I've been very happy with it. I'd have rather had a 6800, but this is perfectly fine. For 1440p gaming. and they tell you that you don't need more than 8 gigabytes of VRAM. Well, you might not have to need it, but I guarantee you right now I am probably using 9 gigs. Some games use over 11 gigs of VRAM. Now, I'm sure a lot of that's to do with my ultra-wide resolution. You probably might not, if you run at 1080p, 16:9 resolution, you probably wouldn't use that much VRAM, but I use it. So them saying it ain't necessary, I don't find that to be true. And I suppose I could turn on the counter. Whoops, see if I get it to show up here. Performance, overlay, let's turn it on. There you have it. Should pop back up here, there you go. Well, now it made a liar out of me. It's not using any VRAM today. This game usually uses pretty much 9. But anyway, that's what I'm running. 6700 XT. No overclock, everything stock on my rig, including the CPU. I don't overclock nothing. I don't bother. Just not worth a few frames per second to me. Yeah, there's a lot of rock out here in the Galapagos Islands, I've noticed. Even though temperature-wise, I guess it's tropical. And people say this is a bad upgrade from a 5700, and I got news for them, they're full of shit. My 5700, when I bought it, what, two and a half years ago when it released, the MSI Gaming X, I paid $550 for. Now this 6700 XT, I paid $480 for it. So it, not only was it cheaper, it's easy 30% faster. Game to game, setting to setting. So how people say it's a bad upgrade, well, once again, I don't understand how some of these reviewers come to their conclusions. As you can see on the software, I'm running 70 frames per second average. And my 5700 IT on high settings, and I'm running everything ultra right now, but on my 5700, I could not get but about 44, 43 frames per second. I mean, it ran just fine, don't get me wrong. But as you can see how much faster this card is, and it was actually cheaper than my Gaming X from MSI. So, like I say, how these reviewers are biased in what they like. They don't, I don't feel they're honest with people. Because yeah, every one of the major reviewers said it was a bad upgrade. And now that I've got both, I got news for them. Less money to me out of my pocket. And I got a 30% performance boost. So yeah. Now don't get me wrong, if you don't buy one from MSRP for MSRP, it's a bad deal. I think if you're buying them off Amazon right now or Best Buy, you're paying $900 for the card. It ain't worth $900. No, that's a bad deal. Even if you buy it off eBay, I think the 6700s are going for about $700. That's a bad deal. But if you can buy it directly from AMD through the AMD store and you get it for MSRP, it's a wonderful deal. It's a pain in the ass. you may take you a month to get one, waiting in line and all that shit, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not a bit sorry that I bought this card instead of a 6800. Like I say, all the reviewers were telling me, oh no, it's a bad deal, don't buy it. They're just so full of shit, it's really unbelievable. In fact, I haven't sold it yet, but I'm going to put my 5700 on eBay, and I will sell it for more than I paid for it, so I'll actually have gotten this card for free. So yeah, so they want to claim, like I say, I'm not impressed with the, see, I'm sure there's a cone up here. We better get some altitude. We're getting, we're not going to fly over the top of this without some altitude. And I'm sure we're going to get a cone in here, volcano cone. A lot of palm trees down there. So now this looks tropical, and it may just be the elevation, I guess. For I know, this area not in the Pacific just doesn't get much rain. But I would expect tropical lushness like Bora Bora or someplace like that. It's basically the same. Oh, I don't want to hear about your water landing. Come on. We're going to have to circle around here to get that altitude. Uh-oh. We're going to stall it if we ain't careful. Oh, hush. Just get us some altitude here. I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to land, you idiot. I'm going to put your gear up. See, it automatically thinks when your speed drops a certain area, you're going to land, but yeah, when I get a second, I'll go in and turn you off. See, definitely a volcanic cone here. I don't know that they're active, the volcanoes out here. I guess it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I hear you. Let's turn the warning off. Thank you very much. Tired of hearing it. See, big old volcanic cone. Looks like it's got a lava cap on it. Of course, I don't know if it really does or don't. See, I don't know if the volcanoes down here are still active. I would imagine one or two of them is. Quite a few of them down this area. I don't see no hot stuff down there this time. Ain't no lake in here either. Sometimes you cross the volcanoes, you see a lake. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to get the drone out here. We're going to swing it around. That just looked like a good screenshot. Whoops, wrong button. Alright, let's turn that off, that off. Come on. Son of a bitch. What'd you do that for? There it is. Playing with screenshots. Just because I can. Look pretty to me. Might want to use it for a desktop. It's all about the pretty. And there are several volcanic cones around here. Whoops, obviously got that still on. I think everyone here is a volcanic cone. Quite a bit of them here. And I don't see any. I don't know that there are any large. I think there's one city port here. I think, but I don't know where it's at. I'm not even sure it's this island, but I know there's one place that supposedly, it's not a great big super city by any sense, but I'm pretty sure they have one. So that's a pretty big cone inside that volcano. But yeah, I'm sure they have a port city that they fish from and all that stuff out here in the Galapagos, but I don't know where it's at. And I suppose I could turn on city points of interest, maybe locate it. Maybe. But I don't see nothing down along the coast there that looks like it might be a town or a city. Say I don't know. But obviously, maybe in a tropical area, but it's not very tropical here. I don't know that I want to touch you, butt fuzzy cat. Trying to help me work the pedals. He does not believe I know how. That's just the way it is. How long we've been streaming here? An hour and 7 minutes. I guess we're going to go ahead. It looks like everybody pretty much dropped off the stream. We're going to stop the stream. Let you guys go see something else. I'm going to screw around a little more longer. Get some gifts and stuff.